when you fake like. I'ma kick back when you fake like. I'ma kick back when you fake like. Head out of the game, I don't play back.
Jeffrey Epstein was an Israeli Jew. Jeffrey Epstein had an extreme amount of influence over the Israeli government as well as the United States government. The Republican Party is supposed to be the party of anti-war, but we now see the Republicans actually kind of shifting and, kind of switching up their tune in terms of being the party of anti-war.
Jesse, looking at the MAGA base, there was a lot of conversation when this happened 12 days ago. What's the MAGA base going to do? Well, there's some polling out, and it's YouGov, and you see Republicans overall moved up from 68% support Trump to 76% on this. The MAGA base, 85% support Trump. He has a lot of trust and has earned a lot of goodwill.
Yeah, you can disagree with the war, but not the war effort. We are accelerating these bombing runs, and
I've lost now 6 U.S. servicemen to date, and we could potentially lose more on behalf of Israel. So it's just very interesting to see how far Israel is going to take this, what they're going to demand of Donald Trump, because they only have about 2.5 more years before Donald Trump gets out of office, and the next candidate could potentially be a candidate that had nothing to do with the Epstein files, potentially be a candidate that is not going to be blackmailed by Israel. The reason why they forced Donald Trump to launch this attack on Iran is because they have been having problems. They have been at war with Iran for a very long time, and this was basically their last shot to get rid of Iran. They did not like the fact that we had a deal with Iran in terms of Iran not being able to obtain a nuclear weapon. That was the Iranian nuclear deal orchestrated by Barack Obama. And once Donald Trump pulled out of that deal, it really basically began the catalyst of what we see today. And the reason why he pulled out of that deal, I believe, is because again, Israel didn't like the fact that, we had a deal with Iran, since Iran is one of their biggest enemies. And the Israelis, knowing how much influence they have, they basically control everything over here in the United States of America. As we now see, Israel just said, we're not going to hide it anymore. We're not going to hide the fact that we control and own the United States of America. And we're not going to hide the fact that we can basically tell you to do our fighting for us. And that's exactly what Israel did. We are doing the fighting for Israel. And we are losing our own servicemen as a result. So it's just an extreme level of hypocrisy that we see from the Republicans in terms of the Nazi regime, in terms of ICE, in terms of the Epstein files, in terms of everything in total. We see a huge amount of hypocrisy from the Republicans. That's the thing about it. It's really not over yet. Very interesting to see how much hypocrisy we're going to see out of the Republicans to come here in the next 2.5 years. Interesting to see what type of candidates are going to get ready for, the next presidential election. So we got some coons out here acting as propaganda arms. Then we have some coons that are actually condemning it. And for the coons that are actually condemning it, this is actually what you voted for. Donald Trump initially said that it was going to last for 4 weeks. It's very interesting to see what's going to happen in these next 3 weeks. How is everything going to unfold? What steps are Russia going to take? Because we know that Iran and Russia were allies. And Russia is basically doing for Israel. And Russia is basically doing for Iran what we were doing for Ukraine. They are providing aid for Iran. They are providing reconnaissance, and they are providing anything that they can, weaponry, anything that they can to help Iran. And just like we were doing anything that we can to help Ukraine and Vladimir Zelensky fight Russia. So this is basically to say that Russia and the United States will soon go to war with each other. And we do know that Russia's biggest ally is China. So this basically is, if Trump doesn't play his cards right, he will definitely pull us into full-on World War III.
It is a disaster for the whole world. The U.S. and Israel have thrown the entire world into turmoil, perhaps into World War III. This was a brazen, violent, ill thought out, to say the least, move by these two countries. And now we're all suffering the consequences of this.
Again, it's just interesting but kind of scary at the same time to see, how everything is going to unfold. Will they start shooting rockets off to the United States of America? That is yet to have been seen. So kind of just gotta strap in and hang on and see what's going on, see what's gonna happen.
Get a bag on the daily, yeah, they know that I throw that. Leaving with the ones, he a goofy. I just put the data on the tool. Let go. Yeah, smoking out that pee on the top. Bad bitch, no clothes, got me jumping out the top. Like, we gon' turn that bitch on you for sure. I'll pick one more. Two bitches, that's a burger and a fry. Yeah, he go walk, 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 walk. When she throw that, he go walk, 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 walk. When I blow that, he go walk, 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 walk. When she throw that, he go walk, 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 walk. When I blow that, Hey, when she